Hello my sweet potatoes, it is Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can see from the title, I'm going to be sharing with you how I was able to make money in high school without a job. In high school, I didn't have a part-time job, but I still was able to make some money, and I was able to do that through an app called Poshmark. I have talked about this app before in my previous videos, and I really love it because it's an app where you can buy and sell clothing. I've been selling my clothes on this app for, I think, since like 2013, so it's been like almost 5 years. And I've made some pretty good money on it, and I know that you guys can as well. So make sure to download the app. You can download it for free. Everything is completely free to use this app, and you can download it from the link in the description box down below. And I just wanted to mention that Poshmark is sponsoring this video, so thank you so much to Poshmark for this awesome opportunity. In this video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Poshmark and some tips and tricks that I have for you to increase your sales. A lot of us girls have a ton of clothes, but we never end up wearing like half of it. So you can take those clothes that have just been sitting in your closet for months and actually sell them and make some money back from them. And you can even buy clothes from people, including like top brands like Nike and like Adidas, Free People, Anthropology. You can buy like designer handbags and things like that too. You can also find some really good deals on there as well. It's kind of like thrifting but on your phone, and you don't have to go anywhere for it. So every now and then I would just go through my closet and kind of have a purge and think like, okay, if I haven't worn this in like 6 months or even touched it, then I would say that it has to go. The app is really simple to use as well. All you have to do is take a picture of your clothes. You can put it up on the app, or they even have a website where you can upload and type out all the descriptions and everything from your computer, which I think is a lot easier than on your phone. Set the price that you want and then share it for everyone to see. So now let's get into some of my tips and tricks for selling on Poshmark. So the first thing that I'm going to mention, which I think is one of the most important, is to make sure that you are accurate. You need to make sure that you are writing your descriptions accurately. Maybe it has some flaws. Make sure that you are telling the buyer. Also the sizing, make sure that if it fits a little small or if it runs a little big, that you mention that. All of these little details matter and can really help you sell that item, because people want to know what they're going to be buying, and they don't want to be surprised once they receive the item and they're like, wait a second, this isn't what I was expecting. And you might end up with some angry customers, and you might get a negative review, which, you know, no one wants that. Be as communicative with your buyers. Show your great customer service skills, because that is going to pay off in the end. The next tip is to take clear, high quality photos. Now, I just use my phone. I have an iPhone 6s. Show different angles, show the front, show the back. If there's some little intricate details, make sure that you're showing some close-up shots of that. I also like to take pictures of the tag on the item, just so you can see like the size and maybe like the care instructions. And when you're taking your photos, make sure that you're using a clean background. Don't be just like throwing it on the ground all wrinkled and stuff. Lay it out nicely or hang it up on a wall, but make sure that your wall is like a clean wall with not a lot of distractions. You can even make your photos look all pretty by like adding in some props here and there, like some lights or some flowers. It's kind of like a flat lay. It does take a lot more effort and time, but I think if you enjoy doing that, then it's going to help sell your item. Make sure that you have good lighting. Like I just use my room lighting, but make sure you know it's well lit. I wouldn't recommend using flash either, because it can make the colors look a little bit weird. Also make sure that the photo is clear and it's not blurry. That is one of my biggest pet peeves, is when the photo is blurry and it's like, I really like this item, but I can't really tell if it's what I think it is. And if your item has flaws on it, like if there's a tiny hole or maybe like the seam is coming loose, snap a picture of that and also note it in the item description to let your buyers know. Next up, when it comes to pricing your item, make sure that you're setting it to a price that you would actually pay for yourself. If you're setting it too high, people are not going to buy your item. But also be careful for people who are lowballing you. Lowballing is when people offer a price that is way too low, so you don't have to accept those offers. You can totally decline it and you can counter offer, and that's totally fine. It's all about negotiating and making sure that you understand the value of your item. You can even search on Poshmark to see if anyone else is selling the same item as you are, and then you can kind of price your item based around theirs, maybe a little bit cheaper than theirs, so that your pricing stays competitive, and that way people will most likely want to buy your item instead of theirs. Next, make sure that your item is actually in usable condition. Make sure you're not selling clothes that are like all worn down down, has like holes or rips in them or like stained. If it's in that type of condition, then I would say just donate it. So just use your own judgment in deciding which things you should list and which things you should just donate. Of course, you also need something to ship your clothes in. I usually go to Walmart and get a big pack of bubble mailers. The ones that I get are 8.5 by 11 inches, and inside it's lined with bubble wrap, so it helps to make sure that the item is nice and safe in there. These things are pretty inexpensive, but you can also get them from like Amazon. I know Amazon has these poly mailers which are very thin, but they're still like sturdy and they won't add any extra weight to your item. You can even buy some with like different designs and patterns and make it look really cute. And it also kind of ties into, I guess, branding yourself. You can even create a brand for yourself on Poshmark, include some little note cards in your packages when you send them out, make all of your photos look a certain way. There's so much that you can do in terms of marketing your closet that makes people attracted to it. I definitely notice it when people do that, and I think it's so cool that they actually put in the effort. Another thing that you could do is include some freebies into your packages. So I've actually gotten some freebies. I've gotten a keychain, I've gotten a little tiny accessory bag, and I've even gotten a sample size NARS blush. So that was amazing, and I definitely remembered that. So if you can spare something, then definitely throw it in as a little freebie. It doesn't even need to be anything big. You can include like stickers, like Brandy Melville stickers I know are really popular, so throw those in if you have any. Another good thing to do is post often. So the more that you post, the more people are going to see you on their feed. So maybe you have a lot of clothes to sell. You don't have to post all of it at one time. Maybe you can post like 5 new items today, another 5 tomorrow, and that way people will keep seeing your name. They'll keep saying that, oh, this person has some cute stuff. I'm going to check out their closet and buy from them. Some people have turned Poshmark into their full-time job. I know one lady has made like $50,000 a year from just Poshmark, so that's insane. So it shows that if you really want to do this and you want to put the time and the effort and the money into it, then you can definitely make something out of Poshmark, which is super cool. So that's all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned a little bit about Poshmark. You guys can go and check out the items that I have listed on my closet, and you can even leave your Poshmark username down below, and I might go and check out your guys' closet as well. And make sure to download the app for free. You can download it at the link in the description box. Thank you again to Poshmark for sponsoring this video. Make sure that you guys subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!